Hey everybody, Jim Perry from Reach here. Today I want to talk about time traveling. And I was fortunate enough to receive my first permission to go metal detecting on private property. This is on a private property near Stewartville. Absolutely gorgeous property here. It's been in this family for quite a while, but there were several families here before this. I came out here on the invitation from the property owner to metal detect for a sterling silver and gold bracelet that she lost several years ago, but unfortunately didn't have any luck finding that today. So I have told her I would be back if invited. Not only would I be looking for some more artifacts from the farm, but I most certainly will be looking again for her bracelet as a thank you to her for her time and generosity in allowing me to come out. Just on the other side of these trees off to my right was an old schoolhouse, and there is a home there now. Between that property and this one was a ball field that kids would play on. So picture this, try to take yourself back in time. This is now a wooded area that at one point was the playground and ball field for the schoolhouse just on the other side of the property here. I am standing at home plate for the old ball field. I'm told this is what the students here actually used. I'll let you take a quick look at it. The stone slab here was what the students actually used as home plate when they came out here to play ball. So many of these trees are fairly new, last 100 years, but you can see a lot of the old ones. So if you picture this, taking a look, this was a kind of a gentle slope hillside outside the schoolhouse over here. Large trees surrounding the playground area. The home that I just searched was back here. More large trees, very, very old trees. Obviously old enough to have been here back when this was a playground. All the way back through to the road that went along in front of both of these properties with some extremely old trees up there as well. And then, I don't know if you can see, I'm not going to head over there now, but straight through on this path, there are a couple of outbuildings now, but on the other side of that is where the old schoolhouse here would have been. So students, when they got here in the morning or at lunchtime or after school, quick run out the back door, come out here and play ball. This has since grown over, but standing here in the middle of it and using your imagination to let all of the trees go except for the extremely old ones that have been here forever, you can see this as a ball field in a playground. That's the interesting part about all of this. Great, great place. I will be back soon. I've already talked to the property owner. I haven't had nearly enough time. There are huge sections of the property that I still want to go over. So I will be back soon, and then again in the spring when a lot of the really, really thick stuff isn't here anymore. Wanting to take the time to be a time traveler several times more here again if possible. So I got a chance to walk around the home here, to check out around that ball field area. Someone else owns the schoolhouse building now, but we'll see if we'll be able to come back and get a chance to check that out as well sometime. They're close friends with the people who live here, as these people own the property before. Just want to show you a couple of finds. So there are different ways to time travel. One way to time travel would be through reading. Great option in order to learn about our past and to put yourself there, to immerse yourself in that reading and have it become almost like you were there. For me, metal detecting has become my version of time traveling. So when I come out here and I look through, so back behind me here where the silo was, there was a barn back here. You'll see it in the photo here that I'll put on. And then on the other side, there were cattle. There was an open field back there. I found quite a few things back over in this area where someone obviously has been working on tractors. And then the ball field would have been just behind the home with the schoolhouse over here. So I always tend to find a lot of garbage. There was quite a bit of garbage here. I did find 10 cents that current owner must have dropped along the driveway. Tractor parts, the cap to some other piece of farm equipment. Then I try to imagine who was here and who lost these things. At some point, the owner's child or grandchild lost one of these. Oh my gosh, I remember these from when I was little, along the driveway, very first thing that I'd found. And then this in the yard, right in front of the old entry to the home before the addition was put on. One of the first things I also found, mason jar lid. I've never found one of these before. I'll get this cleaned up. It is by Atlas. Couple of those, and I know, not sure exactly what this is. I need to clean it up as well. It says number 1.5. It was a tag for something. Interesting story. There was a car fire out here, and this would have been from their old Ford that burned completely. Then we've got an interesting piece of decoration. This is an absolutely gorgeous piece. I'll have to clean it up as well when I get home, see if there's any information that I can find on the front or back of this as to what it might have been. A drawer pull. Diane thought maybe a printer's drawer pull. Absolutely gorgeous piece that I found in front of one of the outbuildings. And then the find of the day. And again, I try to picture this and put myself back when some of these items may have been lost. Some of them recently and some of them from a considerable time ago. The drawer pull, the decorative piece from a considerable time ago. Behind the home, near the smokehouse that's back there, I found this. Someone lost a pocket watch. The back has since disappeared. When I get home, I also will clean this up, see if I'll be able to open it up and get a date, a serial number, or a manufacturer off of it to get a better idea if this is 50 years old or older than that. Time traveling is a possibility for any of us. Many ways to do this. You could do it through traveling, going to areas where you have never been that are historic, looking through artifacts, pictures, talking to people who are experts and who live there to learn more about the history of that location. Or, kind of like archaeology, take up metal detecting. This for me has been an eye-opener. I really have never been into history, and just in the last several months now, spending more and more time doing this, have learned more about the area and the people of it than I have really in the last 45 years. Something to think about today. Maybe become a time traveler yourself. I wish you well. Talk to you soon.